Everlasting art engraved on your heart. It's Rhyme and Reason 796.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're here.
Hey there, Tony here. And yeah, today I'm talking about art, but I'm talking about a specific, very ubiquitous kind of art. And first, I'm going to tell you a little bit how I'm getting there. When I was a mere lad back in the old country, and by old country, I mean America pre-Lame-Brainian era, the only people who had tattoos back then were some servicemen and maybe some hardcore bar rats. And you just didn't see the average Joe or Jane with unspeakable, everlasting art on their bodies. Everlasting as far as a body lasts anyway. And you fast forward into the present, and it's Katie bar the door, all bets are off. Everlasting skin art is everywhere. I mean, men, women, young, old, all skin shades, it doesn't matter. And the more, the better. Speaking of that, Huey Lewis got it right when he said, sometimes bad is bad. Just to clarify a bit, now I'm not saying that you're bad if you have a tattoo. I know a lot of nice and decent people, and even Christians, who have tattoos, and so I can't hold it against you. I wouldn't do that. That's just something you chose to do. But I am saying, I don't believe it makes a statement anymore. When everybody's doing it, you no longer stand out when you do it. Okay, I'll leave that there for naysayers to stew on for just a little bit and play this music for you about some true everlasting art, and I'll be right back.
I want the everlasting work of art, not just on canvas, but engraved in the heart. I need the everlasting scale of worth. That's the only way to perfect peace on earth. Everlasting, and everywhere He's everlasting, and everywhere. Myself through all the negative news. I dream the everlasting wide-eyed stuff, but I'm still aware that dreaming's never enough. For everlasting, everywhere He's everlasting, and everywhere. You seek the answers to the mysteries in life. Teach us to understand our place in the plan, everlasting, and everywhere He's everlasting, and everywhere.
There you go. That's the best kind of art, the everlasting art. That's the kind you should possess. If you don't already, if you're not an owner of that kind of art, I suggest and I urge and I cajole and I admonish you to get to that status post haste. Get yourself that everlasting art. Good news is it's not going to cost you anything other than maybe humility, if you can humble yourself and say that there is a God, I'm not him, and he came and took human form and died a horrible death, but rose again to make sure that I don't have to pay for my bad deeds for all eternity. And his name is Jesus. He is the only way, just like I mentioned in the last episode, talking about a t-shirt that was offensive in the Mall of America. If you haven't heard that, go back and listen to it. Anyway, that does it for this episode of the Rhyme and Reason podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, it's brought to you by TonyFunderburk.com. Over there where you'll see very easily that it makes sense when I say life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're here. Give your time and season to the